Neto is hitting .225. He has the most home runs of any hitter in the Angels lineup tonight, 15. The only other Angel with double figures in home runs in this lineup is Adele with 10. And here's the next pitch, and that one is high. It pops off the mitt of the catcher Langoliers. Count goes to 3-0. Our time and temperature presented tonight by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it should be. It is 77 degrees right now, and the first pitch was right on time at 6:40. Here's the 3-0 on Neto, and that one is in there. That's a fastball. That one at 91. It's a called strike. It's 3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's his average fastball is 91.5, ninth lowest in the majors. Not going to overpower you. His big problems is he's not walking guys, but he gets behind and counts, and that's where trouble lurks.
And there's a pitch that is way inside, and Neto is on.
And there's a walk right out of the gate.
There you go.
Yeah, he's only walking guys 2.6 walks per 9. And what happens is he's been falling behind in counts. And when you don't have that ability to kind of blow guys away and you have to come more towards the middle, you can give up a lot of runs quickly.
So here is Shotwell, who had not been in the Angel lineup the last 2 games of this road trip with the Angels facing lefties, but he is in the lineup tonight facing the left-hander Springs. And the first pitch on him, that one misses ball 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Shotwell's had success against Springs. That's probably one of the reasons he's in there tonight. And there's a pitch that's low. He's gone 3 for 5 lifetime against Springs. That's a .600 batting average in a small sample size. 2-0 is the count. Adele waiting on deck. This is game 2 now of the Angels minus Mike Trout in the lineup. And there's a pitch in there for a called strike. Top of the first. We're just underway. It's being presented by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Test drive a new Hyundai today. Neto with the 11 stolen bases, draws a throw and gets back to the bag standing up safely. The toss over there to Nick Kurtz.
Jeffrey Springs has allowed 4 stolen bases. The guy behind the plate, though, is throwing guys out at a really good clip, 32.5% caught stealing for Shea Langoliers.
And there's a toss again, and Neto breaks for second, and he is going to be picked off. He was on the move, and Springs fired to first, and Kurtz relayed the throw up to second, and Neto pretty much a dead duck.
Yeah, when you're going to run on lefties, as soon as they pick your foot up, you go. And if you hope that you guess right, if they are headed to first base, you're in big trouble, and that's what happened to Neto there. Easy pickoff.
So here's Shotwell lifting one in the air, but it's right near the left fielder, and there to make the catch is Soderstrom, and that will be the second out. The pickoff on Neto goes 1-3-6. Joe Adele will be the next batter. Adele was 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. He's tailed off a little bit now on this road trip. He's hitless his last 12 times up. His season average now at .249. Here's the pitch, and the first one called a strike right there. And mentioned Dan Merzel, pitcher's umpire. That was a pitcher's call. Here's the 0-1. And that's a chase and a miss, and that was a changeup. It was out of the strike zone, and Adele quickly deep in the hole. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Joe Adele, best numbers against lefties on the Angels this year. .294 average, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs.
And Adele has hit 2 homers in his career against Springs.
Yeah, good numbers against him.
Yep. Here's the next pitch. That one is outside. And so the count's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Jeffrey Springs has 5 pitches, but really just uses 3, the fastball, changeup, and slider.
Next delivery, and that one is low, and that was a changeup. 2-2 is the count. His left-hander is set. Here's the next one, and Adele swings at that one. He hits it pretty good, but foul down the right side. That was down around the lawn area that they have at this Sutter Health Park.
Yeah, you look at Joe Adele last 13 games, hitting .313, just 1 home run, 6 RBIs, but 13 runs scored. That last pitch on the outside, Joe's goes the other way.
There's one that's a little bit high. He tries to check on it, and the first base umpire rings him up, Dan Bellino. So that strikeout will end the inning. Angels send only 3 to the plate in the top of the first. Bottom of the first coming up. No score, just underway on Angels Web.
Living on the edge is where you thrive, and Toyota takes you there with Tacoma, Tundra, 4Runner, Land Cruiser, and Sequoia. From crystal blue lakes to open plains, Toyota vehicles are built for the ones who pack courage, not maps, the wild at heart. Because we know it's not the destination that drives you, it's seeking the uncharted that completes you. Wherever your horizon leads, we got you. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Try one-of-a-kind Pac-Man treats at the Pac-Man Chomp Stop, located next to Level Up in the right field pavilion. Pac-Man-themed desserts and drinks include caramel apples, Rice Krispies, Pac-Man cookies, and lemonade in a Pac-Man cup. It's also the exclusive location for Pineapple Dole soft serve in Pac-Man branded helmet. Visit the Pac-Man Chomp Stop next to Level Up in the right field pavilion today.
Angels fans, New Era Cap is proud to be the official cap of your Los Angeles Angels. Be sure to stop by the team store at Angel Stadium to pick up your New Era Authentic Collection Angels cap today. Remember, you can always visit us at neweracap.com to shop our latest selections, including our limited editions and exclusive drops. New Era Cap, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
Join your Angels during select games throughout the season for our Heritage-themed ticket packages. Each ticket package purchased through angels.com/heritage includes a customized jersey along with a ticket to the game. Fans must purchase through angels.com/heritage to receive their special jersey.
We are ready for the bottom of the first inning. And here is Jose Soriano's first pitch. A first pitch fastball in there on Zach Geloff. 0-1 is the count. He went 1 for 3 last night. He's about as hot as any hitter in baseball right now. He has a 22-game hitting streak. Here's the pitch. And that is low and away. It misses for a ball.
You were talking about it last night. They have a lot of hot hitters right at the moment.
No doubt.
This will be a good test for Jose Soriano.
And here's his pitch. And this is grounded sharply. Nice stop, though, by Guzman. The third baseman has time, and he will throw him out. So that is out number 1. Kurtz will be the next batter. He's only hit safely in 11 games in a row.
Well, that was silky smooth by Guzman. He was even in on the cut of the grass. This ball really gets to him quickly. He's been so impressive over at third base.
First pitch on Kurtz, the lefty batter. And he's taking that one for ball 1. That was a first pitch splitter. Next delivery, and that's a little chopper. It's fouled off over on the third base side.
And you have Guzman shaded over into the hole, Neto up the middle. And Nick Kurtz is a guy that will go the other way. Seen that quite a bit.
Here's the next delivery. It's right in there for a called strike.
Oh, that was silky smooth. Looked like he was just playing catch, and that one comes in at 98.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes. Langolier's waiting on deck. And here's the next pitch. That one just missed. That was a fastball, a little bit inside at 99. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The A's have really been scoring a lot of runs lately. Their last 10 games entering tonight, they have scored 72 runs. So they're averaging 7.2 runs a game over the last week and a half. And they've also had 28 home runs.
And again, 6 of those games were in Las Vegas, where at both teams, those were just massive scores every night.
There's a pitch there. Kurtz was taking, and it was called strike 3. He's going to appeal the call. So this is either going to be a strikeout or a walk.
It's going to be a walk.
It's going to be a walk.
Yep.
The batter won the challenge, and mentioned Dan Merzel, known as a pitcher's ump. That was a pitcher's call, and batter didn't like it and challenged it and won the challenge.
This ABS challenge is powered by T-Mobile.
So here is Langoliers getting ready to step up to the plate.
Yeah, the walks definitely against the A's is something Soriano's going to have to control tonight.
There's a pitch that misses low.
Soriano, 4.3 walks per 9.
He's walked more batters than any pitcher in the majors this season.
Yep, and this is not a team where you want to give them those free passes.
Counts 1-0 on Langoliers, and that is a chase and a miss. You could certainly argue the case that Langoliers has been the best catcher in the American League this year.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No question.
Cal Raleigh's not in the equation this
No.
year. He's had an off year, and he's had a lot of injury issues. There's a pitch that is outside. 2-1 the count.
Shea Langoliers, really good numbers against Soriano, hitting .500 against him. 7 for 14, a couple of home runs, and 7 RBIs.
Here's Soriano's 2-1, and that one's called a strike. That looked like it was a little bit below the knees, but no challenge by Langoliers, so the call will stand 2-2.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for Jose Soriano to make sure he establishes his fastball in the strike zone. His split and curveball are designed to be out of the strike zone. They look like a strike, and then they're out of the strike zone. If guys take them, for the most part, they will be balls.
The last pitch was a knuckle curve, and it was called a strike. And there's one that catches the outside corner. Boy, that was a good sinker there, and that froze. Langoliers struck him out looking.
First strikeout by an Angels pitcher presented by Circle K. As you mentioned, a good one, a backdoor sinker. This one starts maybe just a hair off the outside corner, comes back and catches plenty of that outside corner.
Soriano came into the game tied for 6th in the AL in striking out batters and gets that first one against Langoliers. Here's Soderstrom now. 2 outs, runner on at first, just underway, bottom of the first inning, no score. Soderstrom had a home run last night. That was his lone hit in 4 times up. And he takes that one a little bit low. That was the knuckle curve.
That is what the big problem for Soriano is, the lefties. He's walked 25 lefties this year. And that's the curveball. They just let it go. It's not a strike.
Here's the next pitch. And that is a pitch that's outside. It's now 2-0. Soriano has really been good against right-handed hitters this season. They're hitting just 161 against him. Here's the next pitch on the lefty batter. That's a chase and a miss. Fastball 98. When the Angels step up in the second, we're scoreless at the moment. It'll be the middle third of the batting order, so Peraza, Moore, and Guzman will be stepping up against Jeffrey Springs. 2-1 pitch, and he hits that one hard, and it's out of the reach of Peraza, the second baseman. That'll bounce out to Adele in right center. He'll fire the ball back to the infield. That's the first A's hit tonight. It's a 2-out single here in the first inning, and Jacob Wilson will be the next batter.
That is the first hit of the game, presented by 714 Tickets. Buy, sell, enjoy the best seats. Download the app or visit 714tickets.com. This is a split, and it is up, and that's why it got hit hard.
Wilson went 1 for 3 last night. He's hitting .284. He has a 5-game hitting streak entering play. And here's the first pitch on him. And that one was called a strike. And that was another favorable call for the pitcher.
I like Dan Mersel. You were talking about right-handers hitting just 161. 4th best in the majors off Soriano. He has really shut down the right-handers.
Here's the next pitch, and that one is chopped foul. They have runners at the corners on that 2-out hit by Soderstrom. Kurtz was able to go first to third on that one. So a hit here would mean a run and out, and Soriano would survive the traffic on the bases. Here's the 0-2. That's way outside. This bottom of the first inning, scoreless at the moment, presented by Foundation Building Materials, the official jersey partner of Angels baseball. Jacob Wilson, a guy in constant motion in the batter's box. Here's the next pitch, and this is bounced by the mound. It's out behind second. Stopped there by Neto. The throw, and he's going to get him, and the inning is over. That play right there saved a run. Good job by Neto, ranging to his left. He threw that one from the outfield grass behind second base, and that will wrap things up. They leave a pair on. No score after 1 on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Angels fans, are you daydreaming of tropical beaches and world-class spas, culinary adventures, and cultural partner EVA Air from Los Angeles to Taipei? Connect from there to most of the rest of Asia with just one stop. EVA is a Star Alliance member with flatbed seats in business, extra comforts in every cabin, and extraordinary service on board Boeing 777s. Whether you're traveling for business or fun, book an unforgettable trip to Asia at www.evaair.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. No dealer markups, no forced add-ons, and no addendums, ever. Just a better way to buy at Tustin Kia and Mission Viejo Kia. Buy better, drive better.
Hey, it's Roger Lodge, and if you're ever injured in an accident, Easton & Easton is the right call to make. They combine decades of legal experience with cutting-edge technology to build the strongest case possible because results matter. They're not just a law firm. They're a family that fights for you. They know how to win, and when you're with them, you're part of the family. You deserve more than just legal help. Let their family help yours, because family never settles for less.
Past results do not guarantee future performance. Located in Orange County, California.
Hey, Angels fans! Looking for 100% MLB verified tickets? Then call off the search and head to StubHub. StubHub has been the leading ticket marketplace for buying and selling tickets for over 20 years. StubHub will get you where you want to be. Always stress-free, always guaranteed. StubHub, an official partner of the Los Angeles Angels.
Oswald Peraza will lead it off for the Angels as we get set to begin inning number 2. No score in the ball game. Springs' first pitch, that's a little bit low. Peraza was 1 for 4 in the opener last night. In that ball game last night, the Angels only had 4 hits, and Peraza had the only extra base hit the Angels had in that game last night. He had a double. The Angels only got a couple runners to third base in that game, but failed to score. Counts 2-0 on Peraza. He's hit safely in 6 of his last 7 games. He's batting .259 this season, and here's the next pitch, chase and a miss. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, that last play by Zach Neto to get out of that jam in the first. What a play. Keeps shading over in the hole. Caught that almost right up the middle.
There's a pitch there that is chased and missed, and so the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the thing about it, Jacob Wilson can run, so that was a heck of a play by Neto.
Yep. Here comes the next delivery. And that's a little bit outside. It misses for a ball. Springs is in the final year of a 4-year deal. There is a club option on him for next season, however. Here's the pitch. Yeah, and this is hit high in the air and to straightaway center. Bolte didn't see it at first. Now he is tracking it, and he comes in. He has the sunglasses on. We mentioned it's a tough sun field for the most part in the outfield, especially center and in right, and that'll be the first out. So Christian Moore will be the next batter.
Yeah, Bolte has that excellent speed that can make up for that late decision to go get it.
Moore went 1 for 4 in his return to the Angels here in 2026. Takes the first pitch, a fastball low. He was really hitting in AAA. 333 average, 9 homers, 45 driven in 51 games. Also had 10 steals. Here's the pitch. He takes that one inside. We were wondering after some of his defensive miscues last night if he would be in the lineup and if he would be in the outfield. Well, he's in the lineup, but he's not in the outfield tonight. He's the DH.
And that's the right move.
And here's the pitch, and that is a little bit inside, so it goes to 3-0. Kurt Suzuki was saying before the ball game, the intention is for Christian Moore to be in the lineup on a daily basis. And so we'll see position-wise, I guess, from day to day where that's going to be. Here's the next pitch. That is a called strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, I assume the bulk of it will be at second base. That's where he's familiar with.
Here's the next pitch, and he swings at that one and fouls that one off.
Yeah, one of the other numbers, he's you just knocked off all those numbers down at AAA, and they're all very good, is 49 walks down there. So he was walking 49 walks, 54 strikeouts.
Counts full. Here's the 3-2, and that is a chase and a miss. He struck him out. So Springs battled back there from a 3-0 count, and now 2 are gone. And Denzer Guzman, who was 0 for 2 in last night's ball game, will be the batter at the top of the second. No score at the moment, presented by Hyatt Vacation Club. Enjoy a 4-day, 3-night resort getaway from 6 beautiful locations. Call 866-440-8783 to learn more. Here's the next pitch, a shallow fly ball into left, coming in and making the call and catch on that one is Soderstrom, as Jacob Wilson is over on that fly ball to the left fielder. Angels have a quiet second inning, and we will go to the bottom of the second with no score on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
When it comes to performance, your paint should deliver like the pros. Vista Paint has been supplying contractors and homeowners across Southern California with trusted coatings for decades, including premium PPG products known for durability, coverage, and color that lasts. Whether you're refreshing a room or tackling a major project, step up to the plate with quality you can count on. Drop on by your local Vista Paint store today and get your next project started right.
When it's game day and your team is on, there's only one place to watch. OG's Sports Brewhouse Pizza. With wall-to-wall TVs, non-stop game day energy, and 12 beers on tap crafted exclusively for OG's, you won't miss a pitch. Add in great pizza, unbeatable happy hours, and specials that keep fans coming back, and you've got the ultimate home plate advantage. Catch every inning, every hit, and every win at OG's Sports Brewhouse Pizza. OG's, where Angels fans watch all the games.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Angel fans, join your Halos out at the Big A. For more info on upcoming games, including exciting matchups, giveaways, and more, visit angels.com/tickets.
Bottom of the second inning with no score. Angels and the A's in West Sacramento at Sutter Health Park. First batter here will be Carlos Cortez. He's been struggling at the plate. He was 0 for 4 in last night's ballgame. He was just 1 for his last 19 coming into tonight. And he takes the first pitch low and in from Soriano. Gave him a little splitter, it looked like.
Hey, look over the last 13 games, hitting 118, 4 for 34.
He swings at this one and pops it up foul over on the left side, and that one's going to get back and out of play.
That hit the gentleman right in the head. He had a glove. He was trying to make the play and whipped on it. It hit him in the head. Oh, yeah, he's got to play it off right now. That didn't hit me. Knocked his hat off. Oh.
That was a good header.
Oh, that's U.S. won today.
They did, yeah. Here's the pitch, and that is in there at the knees, and Cortez.
He's got challenges. I'm not listening.
Yeah. We're hearing it from the A's dugout, and you can hear the home plate umpire, Dan Merzel, shouting back, hey, he's got challenges.
Yep, somebody just got tossed.
And Mark Kotze, their manager, is now out.
Yeah, he was screaming, that ball's not a strike. And Dan Merzel said the exact same thing. He's got challenges.
Right.
If you don't like it, challenge it. And you talked about pitcher's umpire. This was not a strike. This was below the strike zone.
He's been a strike caller to a fault so far
Yeah.
here in this game.
Yeah. But you do have the ability to challenge it.
Right.
It's not like you don't. You can't blame the umpire if he's got a big zone. You can defend that by tapping the top of your head. And Mark Kotze, that's true. You can't leave through the dugout. You got to walk out through center field. This is going to take a minute here.
It is, yeah.
And if Mark Kotze's smart, he'll slow play this and make Soriano wait. Soriano is throwing.
Yeah, you can't leave the field by going through your dugouts.
No,
here
you
at this ballpark.
got to go out through left center.
Yeah, the clubhouses are back behind the outfield wall out there in left field, so that long walk by their manager down that left side, he's walking on the foul territory warning track on the left side, and he's still not down there to the opening that he's going to have to walk through to get off the field down in that left field corner. So he's approaching it right now, and then they'll close the gates and we'll be ready to resume the action. That's a lonely walk down that left side. Yep. Long and lonely. 1-2 is the count. And here comes the next pitch, and that is a chase and a miss, and that was a good knuckle curveball, struck him out. Soriano has his second strikeout. Lawrence Butler's in the lineup for them tonight, and he will get ready for his first at bat.
Soriano has been excellent this year. When he gets 2 strikes on a hitter, they're hitting just 145 against him. He has all the weapons when he's ahead and counts. The split and curveball.
There's a pitch that Butler is taking, and the count, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch, and that is a swing and a miss. That was a fastball. The acting manager now for the A's, with Mark Kotze getting ejected, is their bench coach, Darren Bush. 2 strikes is the count. We're in the bottom of the second with no score. A's have the only hit so far. That was in the first inning by Soderstrom with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and Butler swings at this one, lifts it down the left field side, down in that corner. It's a foul ball down there, and chasing hard was Meckler, unable to get to that one, hit off the side wall. That was also close to home run territory. That side wall really juts out down in that corner. There's not a whole lot of foul territory down there. And that was right down in the area where Marcotte left the field, and that one actually
could have been caught.
Yeah, could have been caught. It popped off the glove, and here's one that's lifted high in the air. This ball's well hit out into right center, and this one is gone. That came on an 0-2 pitch right there. Soriano usually keeps the ball in the ballpark. That's the 10th homer he's allowed this season. And the A's strike first here in the bottom of the second. They lead it 1-0.
And for Soriano, that is the 8th two-strike home run he's allowed this year. All fastballs, and I liked that he was going after him with all fastballs. You could see he just threw it right by him, but this one is in the middle of the plate.
Tail the tape was 412 on that homer. Now the next batter is Bolte, their center fielder. He's taking the first pitch, a sinker in there for a called strike. So 8 of the 10 homers he's allowed have come on two strikes. Homers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a high percentage right there. There's a swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2.
Third most in the majors. Just talked about how good he's been with 2 strikes. And he threw the first 2 perfectly, right on the outside corner, right by Lawrence Butler. Threw the next one, he just fouled it off down in the corner, and he went back with another fastball. I'm okay with that, but the location was not good.
That pitch there was called a ball. That was a borderline pitch right there. It goes in the favor of Bolte. The count's 1-2 on him. And here's the next one. That's way outside. Well, one thing the A's do, and they do it about as well as any team in baseball, that's hit home runs. They had a couple last night. They've already had one in the first 2 innings tonight. They've hit 101 homers as a team. They're 4th best in the majors in hitting home runs. There's one a little bit low. Sinker misses. Full count now on Bolte. He drove in a run last night. He's been hot. He's had hits in 9 of his last 10 games. Here's the 3-2, and he chops that one foul. This bottom of the second, it's being brought to you tonight by Coors Light. Coors Light, choose chill. Next pitch will be the 7th in this matchup. And here it comes, 3-2 delivery. That's inside. He walked him. Sinker misses. And that's the second batter that Soriano has walked out of the first 8 that he's faced.
Yeah, and for Soriano, it's kind of a mixed bag. He's dominated the bottom side of the order this season. 7, 8, and 9 guys are hitting 132 against him, second best in the majors, but he's also walked 11% of the 7, 8, and 9 guys. Which
is McNeil. Pitch is in there for a strike.
Second in the majors. And this is a team, again, they have so many power guys at the top side of this order.
Here's the pitch, and that's a pitch that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Veteran player Jeff McNeil. Here's the next delivery. Swings at this one and pops it in the air into very shallow left center. Neto back on the outfield grass will make the catch on that one. He called off Meckler. And that will be the second out. So 2 are gone. Zach Geloff will be the next batter. This date in Angels history, it's being brought to you tonight by Sports Illustrated Tickets. Every game, every show, every moment. Get your tickets at sitickets.com. And we'll go back 50 years ago today for this date in Angels history. June the 19th, 1976. Ron Jackson, Bob Jones, and Mario Guerrero each hit home runs in the 5th inning of an Angels 5-3 win against the Boston Red Sox. 3 homers in a row in that inning. Happened 50 years ago. 0-1 is the count on Geloff. Angels trailing this game 1-0, bottom of the second. There goes the runner. There's the throw to second by the pitcher Soriano, and they are going to get Bolte. So he took off. And all Soriano did was wheel around and fire to second base and just make sure there's not going to be any challenge here. It looks like there's not, and that is how the inning will end. So each team has had slot stealing. And on that play at second base, that was we've completed 2. The third is coming up. 1-0 A's on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Stay up to date on all things Angels by following your Halos on social media. Visit angels.com/social for a list of the team's accounts and to enjoy exclusive content all season long.
There was a time when electricity stirred emotion, when street lamps gave way to incandescent bulbs, and the flicker of a projector made us forget about old grainy photos. Electricity was once a luxury. When done right, it still is. The all-electric Lexus RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
America's band, the Beach Boys, celebrate 250 years of the USA. Live, the Beach Boys. June 28th at the Pechanga Summit. Get reserved seats now at pechanga.com. Celebrate 250 years with America's original, the Beach Boys. Saluting 60 years of Pet Sounds.
You ever drive past a building and think, somebody really built that? Right now, there's an opportunity to be that somebody. If you're looking to get into the masonry trade, tile layers, marble masons, caulkers, brick and block layers, this is real hands-on work with real rewards, top wages, full benefits, and some of the best apprenticeship training out there. Build a future that lasts. Join there. Build a future that lasts. Join the union that's got your back. Call 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org.
Third inning, it's 1-0 in favor of the A's. First batter up for the Angels will be O'Hoppe. It's the bottom third of the order. O'Hoppe, Meckler, and Siri. First pitch is in there for a called strike. The Angels now have gone 19 innings in a row without scoring a run on this road trip. So that's 2 full games without scoring.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the Springs here. He's already fallen behind a lot of hitters.
And here comes the 1-1. And that pitch is high. Well, if there's a guy the Angels should get to, this is the guy. He has not pitched well at home. He hasn't pitched well in the last 2 months without a win.
I agree.
Here's the delivery, and that is in there for a called strike. That was a slider 2-2.
Yeah, 3 of the first 6 hitters he's had 3 ball counts on.
He's ready, and the 2-2 on O'Hoppe, and he is checking, and on the appeal they say he was holding up. So the pitch clearly looked like a ball, and O'Hoppe didn't offer at it, as it turns out. Full count.
Yeah, 4 now of the first 7. He's had 3 ball counts.
And here's the payoff pitch, and he was jammed a bit on that one. Hits a little punch shot into right center, and that's going to fall in. So the Angels have their first hit. And O'Hoppe has been hitting. He's had hits now in 8 of his last 9. They snapped his hitting streak at 7 straight games last night, but he's had 11 hits now in his last 23 times up.
Yep. Tim Salmon always says good hitters get jammed. This fastball gets in on him. He just fights it off. And he still has the beard growing.
He does. And here is Wade Meckler batting for the first time in this ball game. He came in as a pinch hitter late in last night's game, got a pinch hit. And she takes that one for ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Meckler, one of 2 lefties in the lineup tonight for the Angels. Shonwell's the other.
Springs ready. Here's the pitch. And that is a little low and away.
Lefties 247 against him. Righties 265. Righties have hit 13 home runs against him. Lefties have had 6 home runs against him.
2-0 is the count. Next delivery, that's a swing and a miss. That's a slider. This top of the third, Angels down 1-0. It's presented by Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Must be 21 and over. Please drink responsibly. And here's the delivery. Ground ball foul over on the first base side. 2-2 is the count. Meckler entered the ball game hitting .292. He's hitting out of the 8-hole. Angels left fielder tonight. He's our player to watch, presented by Kettle One Vodka. Counts level to 2-2, and he chases and misses. That slider struck him out. So Meckler is retired. That is the third strikeout for Springs. He's had one in each of the first 3 innings. It's the first out here in the Angels' third, and Siri will be the next batter.
Yeah, really well executed slider. Pitch before is the one Meckler could have done some damage with. That was a slider that stayed on the inner third. He fouled it off.
Meckler, who just struck out, is now 0 for 10 against lefties. Has yet to get a hit against a left-hander, and there's Suri. As Jose Siri was taking that one, that pitch in there for a strike. He's hitting .288. And here's the delivery. Swings at that one and hits this one in the air in a shallow right. Butler's coming in hard, and now he will make the catch. He got a late start on that one, but he has speed. And Jose Siri is retired. That's the second out on the fly out to the right fielder, and Neto will be the next batter.
Yeah, you talked about a very tough Sunfield in right field, and that's probably why you got that late jump.
Neto walked his first time up. He's still looking for his first hit in this series. So Hoppy, the 2-out runner at first, and there's a chase and a miss for strike one. No balls and 1 strike.
Angels trailing 1-0 here in the top of the third. He's got a solo shot from Lawrence Butler in the second.
Neto awaits the 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss. That was a good changeup that had him fooled. Springs in his last start, and that was on Sunday. And he started the game for the A's that they lost to the Rockies, and that was in Las Vegas. They lost that game 23-6. He was the starting pitcher in that game, and he gave up 8 runs, 6 of them earned in only 4 innings. Pitch was just missed by Neto. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. Neto fouls that one off. Springs won 11 last year. He lost 11. And his ERA was pretty solid last year, 4.11. Worked 171 innings for them last season. Home run ball was a problem for him last year. He gave up 28. He's already given up 19 this year. Here's the 1-2, and Neto fouls one back behind home. Stays alive. He's fouled off the last couple pitches here. Shotwell would be up next. The inning started off with an O'Hoppy hit. The next 2 retired, and 2 strikes here on Neto. Here comes the next delivery. That's outside. That was a changeup.
Yeah, you look at Jeffrey Springs, his last 2 starts, both of those starts were in Vegas. You talked about the one where he picked up the loss in that 23-9 game. The start before, the A's lost that game 15-14.
And there's a wave and a miss. A changeup gets Neto. And a pair of strikeouts in the inning. And the first 10 Angel batters in this ball game. The bottom of the third is right around the corner. It's 1-0 A's on Angels Radio. Also available on the Angels Radio app.
4th of July savings start now. Start now.
at the Irvine Auto Center. Now's the time to get special holiday low financing and low payment programs on thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles from the top import, domestic, luxury, and exotic brands, all in one location. For great 4th of July savings, the IAC is the place to be.
Turn your search into drive, where the 5 meets the 405 at Lake Forest Drive.
Don't miss a moment this season when you stream Angels.tv. Stream the entire season within the Angels territory now for just $74.99. Watch games at home or on the go and stay connected all year long. Subject to national exclusivities. Visit Angels.tv for more.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Bottom of the third inning, it's 1-0 A's. They have a run on 2 hits. The Angels, no runs, 1 hit. And the first batter for the A's will be Zach Geloff. Here's the pitch, and that is a little bit low for a ball. Geloff was at the plate when Bolte ended up getting thrown out at second base. He was trying to steal second. Here's the 1-0, and that's a little bit inside. 2 balls and no strikes. The bottom of the third inning, it's being presented by OG's Pizza. Next pitch. That's grounded foul over on the third base side. 2-1 to count. Geloff missed over 130 games last season, and he's been healthy this year, and he has been productive. There's a pitch that he takes low, and the count's 3-1. The 3-1 delivery, and that one just nipped the outside corner. The 22-game hitting streak he has, only 2 A's have had longer hitting streaks in the wild card era, which began in 1994. Those 2 A's batters with longer hitting streaks than Geloff, Jason Giambi, a 25-gamer in 1997, and Miguel Tejada, a 24-game hitting streak in 2002. And there's a 3-2 pitch that missed outside. He doesn't get a hit, but he gets a walk to start things off for the A's here in the third inning. And Soriano has walked 3 of the first 10 that he's faced.
Yeah. Talked about it right at the top. You got to be in there. Certainly with his fastball, he needs to establish that fastball in that strike zone.
And here is Kurtz, who has a walk. He takes the first one that's outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
Kurtz leads the majors in walks with 69.
He's having another very impressive year after being the Rookie of the Year last year in the AL. There's a swing and a miss. It's now 1-1. He's in the top 10 in batting average, home runs, runs batted in, extra base hits, slugging, on-base percentage, walks, total bases, runs, and hits. And there's a pitch there that he's taking, and that one caught the outside part of the plate, so it's a 1-2 count. Angels thought that Geloff might be on the move there.
Yeah, he took 2 hard steps to second like he was going to run. I think that's why Kurtz took that pitch.
Yeah. It's a 1-2 count, and here's the next one. That's inside, 2-2. Nick Kurtz, former first-round pick of the A's back in 2024. He was the 4th player selected in that draft, and he has turned out to be a good one.
Yep.
And he is young. He's only 23. The pitch, and a big chase and a miss at that one, and Soriano throws it by him, the fastball. And Kurtz is retired. That's the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd, and Soriano has a strikeout in each of the 3 innings now.
Yeah, you cannot throw this fastball in a better spot. This is up and in, just ties Kurtz up. He's a guy that likes to get his arms extended.
Langoliers the batter. He was a strikeout victim looking his first time up and takes ball 1. A's last season had their 4th straight losing season. They ended up 10 under 500 last year. And there's a pitch low, and O'Hoppe's going to trot out to the mound to have a visit here with Soriano after he missed on the first 2 to the catcher Langoliers. The A's coming into tonight, they're 1 game under 500, and in second place in the AL West, a game and a half behind the Mariners, who are opening up a series against the Red Sox tonight. And Boston leads that game 1-0 in the top of the 2nd.
If the A's had any pitching at all, they would be in front by a good number. They can swing it. They will put runs on the board. Their pitching's not there. So they put together the offense. Now it's difficult to put together the pitching when you play in a ballpark that is so hitter-friendly.
Yep. Meeting is over. The count's 2-0, and the next pitch, and a swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. If the A's had the Mariners pitching, they would probably be up by 15 games.
Easy. Best record in baseball.
But they don't have the Mariners pitching. Here's the next pitch, and that's a swing and a miss. That fastball pretty much right down the heart of the plate at 98. 2-2 the count. Soderstrom waiting on deck.
He struck out Langoliers on a good sinker. Got him looking his last at-bat.
This will be pitch 57 here as Soriano works in the bottom of the 3rd. And it's a fly ball that's hit well out into right center field. This one is going to take a bounce and hit off the 380 sign. Siri will fire it in, raking for the plate and scoring standing up all the way from first base will be Geloff on that 1-out RBI double by Langoliers. It's 2-0 A's.
We talked about the numbers Shea Langoliers has against Soriano. He is now 8 for 16 against him. And this is, again, a pitch. Count leverage, 2-2. Will count, even count. And he tries to throw him the breaking ball, and it just stays up in the zone. Langoliers good at bat. Splits the gap in right center.
Soderstrom, the batter, goes the opposite way into left field. It's going to drop in front of Meckler, and just going second to third on that one will be Langoliers. He wasn't sure if that ball might be caught, so he did not try to score from second base. It's another hit for Soderstrom. He's 2 for 2, and they have him at first and third with 1 out, up by a 2-0 score, and Jacob Wilson will be the next batter. Well, this is where Soriano needs to bear down.
Yep. Yeah, he's made some mistakes. And, again, walks factoring into it.
Here's a pitch on Wilson, and he swings and fouls that one off. No balls and 1 strike to count on their young shortstop.
Yeah, Nolan Arenado is another guy that, just like Jacob Wilson, just everything is moving.
Can't stand still at home plate in the batter's box. Here's the pitch, and he grounds this one. It takes a hop and gets past the third baseman, Guzman. This is going to score another run, and they are going to have runners at second and third. Wilson delivers, and all of a sudden now it's a 3-0 ball game, and they have 2 more in scoring position here in this third inning, and only 1 out.
Sinker that just stays up enough, and those are pitches that get hit. This is a hustle double for Jacob Wilson.
So he gets the RBI double, and now the Angels are going to have a meeting at the mound.
Yeah, you were talking about this is where Soriano's got to really step up. This could really unravel for him right here with just 1 out, runners at second and third.
He's given up 3 straight hits here in this inning, and 4 of the 5 have reached base safely, and 2 of them have scored here in this inning. Next batter is going to be Cortez, who's been ice cold of late. Cortez, a left-handed batter. 0 for 5 so far in the series. The first pitch, that's a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Jose Soriano had a couple of starts at Sutter Field last year. 6 innings, 3 runs on his first start. 5 2/3, 5 runs second start.
Here's one that is bounced on the right side. The second baseman, Peraza, fields. He only has a chance for an out at first. Breaking on contact and scoring will be Soderstrom. So give Cortez a run batted in there on that 4-3 ground out, and they add on. It's now 4-0.
Yeah, you got to try it. You have the infield in. It is hit to his left. He does have to take a step to his left to get it. And Peraza gets it and thinks about it and then just decides to get the out at first base.
So the batter now is Butler, and he takes the first one for a strike. Butler homered last inning, 1-out solo shot, and that was their first run in the ball game. They've added 3 more here in the bottom of the third. Runner at third base, 2 outs a pitch. Chase and a miss. That was a splitter. It's now 0-2.
And that pitch was an 0-2 pitch, and that talked about the 2 strikes, 8 home runs with 2 strikes. That's the third 0-2 home run that Soriano's allowed this year.
He has Butler down, and the 2-strike pitch. That one is low. When the Angels step up in the fourth, trailing right now by a 4-0 score, Shotwell, Adele, and Peraza will be the batters against Springs. Here's the pitch. That one missed inside. Pretty good eye with 2 strikes there by Butler to take that one. It's 2-2. In a tough season for Butler. He was an everyday player for them a year ago. That has not been the case this season because of his struggles at the plate. And he grounds one to short. Neto has it, throws, and gets it to first in time. The inning is over on the ground out. But a 3 spot for the A's. They will take a 4-0 lead to the fourth on Angels Radio. Also available on the Angels.
The Chevy 4th of July savings event is on at Simpson Chevrolet in Irvine and in Garden Grove. Why wait? Start your summer now with special holiday low financing and payment programs on great selection of new 2026 Silverados. All in stock and all ready to drive home now. At family-owned Simpson Chevrolet, they're big enough to deal, small enough to care.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Hanna, Medical Director at the Back and Neck Health Center at Memorial Care Long Beach Medical Center, and I want to make sure your back and neck pain aren't keeping you out of the game. Our team offers a personalized, non-surgical care first model with minimally invasive options and steps towards recovery. Visit memorialcare.org/LB Back Neck Health Center. Don't let pain keep you on the bench.
Good sweat, good life. At Angel Stadium, sweat is part of the moment. Cheering in the stands, being out in the heat, sharing the day with your people. And for Pocari Sweat, hydration is everyday care. For yourself and the people you love. Pocari Sweat is designed to support everyday hydration with electrolytes, so you can stay refreshed and keep the good vibe going. Find Pocari Sweat at Angel Stadium corner markets and at select Albertsons, Vons, and Pavilions locations. Look for us in the Asian food aisle. Pocari Sweat is a proud partner of Angels Baseball.
We're celebrating America's 250th birthday at the Big A. Watch your Halos take on the Red Sox Friday, July 3rd through Sunday, July 5th, and stay after each game for a post-game fireworks show. Driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions.
Fourth inning we go, and the Angels have some catching up to do, down 4-0. Owen Shotwell will lead things off against Jeffrey Springs. Top of the fourth inning, it's being brought to you by Kettle One Vodka, smooth tasting and made to cocktail. Here's the pitch on the Angels' first baseman, and Shotwell takes that one for strike one. He flied out to left field to Soderstrom his first time up.
Lawrence Butler hurt his hand on that last swing. And he was shaking it running to first base, and he's still shaking it out in right field.
Yep, and that was the ball that he hit to Neto for the final out. One ball and one strike is the count. And that is a little bit low on Shotwell. 2-1. It's part of the power of the lineup, presented tonight by Just Ingredients, Real Food, Better Health. Shotwell trying to get his bat going. He's just 3 for his last 17 at the plate. Season average .252. And there's a pitch he was taking for ball 3. That was a slider. 3-1 is the count. Springs ready, and the 3-1 delivery. That's lined foul over on the third base side, so it's a full count. Here's the next pitch, and that's fouled back out of play.
We're talking about the struggles of Jeffrey Springs. Hasn't won a game in 2 months. You look at his last 11, 0-7 with that 6.79 ERA. 19 home runs allowed in his last 11 starts.
Here's the pitch, and he's going to walk him. That's outside. That slider missed. Angels, for the third time now in 4 innings, have gotten the leadoff batter on against Springs. But so far, he has been able to wiggle out of some trouble in this game. Hasn't been in any severe trouble.
We keep throwing the numbers out, hoping that the Angels are listening.
Yeah. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. The problem for the Angels now, can't score.
Yeah.
20 straight innings on this road trip without a run. Here's the pitch, and that is outside, and Langoliers, after the first 2 have missed here on Adele, and Shotwell just walked, Langoliers is going to go out to the mound and have a visit with Jeffrey Springs.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a patriotic hat to the first 25,000 fans on Friday, July 3rd, courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit angels.com/promotions.
So the meeting is over. 57 pitches so far for Springs. 30 have been strikes, 27 out of the strike zone. Here's the pitch, and that's a chase and a miss by Adele. That was an elevated fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike to count.
Yeah, you've got to think other way with Springs. Doesn't throw hard enough. If you get pull happy, you will pull off that ball. He's going to work the outside part of the plate.
And there's a changeup that fools Adele. He went after that one, 79 miles per hour, missed it. 2-2 is the count.
Yeah, everything's going to basically be middle of the plate away. If you think pull that you're going to get him, you're playing right into his hand.
There's one that's low. That was a changeup. Adele thought about chasing that one, held up. Full count, 3-2. Springs has never been a real quick worker, although now with the pitch clock, it tends to speed up some of these slower working pitchers to some degree. Here's the next pitch, and this is popped in the air on the first base side. It's a fair ball, and coming in a few feet, making the catch on the infield grass is the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Easy play. That was way up in the air, that pop-up, and Adele is retired for the second time. It's the first out here in the Angels' 4th, and Peraza will be the next batter.
Yeah, Joe Adele's got to run. He did not run. Did not even get halfway to first base. And that was a towering pop-up. Nick Kurtz lets that ball fall. There's a double play. And I think somebody was yelling at him to let it drop.
Here's the pitch, and that's low and in. I've had a few Angel batters not run to first base here in recent games for whatever reason.
When the Angels were really scoring a ton of runs, at-bats were really good, everything was going the other direction.
Here's the pitch on Peraza. This one's hit well out into left center. It's going to bang off the wall. And getting the ball back in quickly will be Bolte. That's going to be a double. The Angels will have them at second and third. Shotwell goes first to third on that hit there by Peraza.
That double by Peraza is presented by Surfside Iced Tea. No bubbles, no troubles, just doubles.
Second hit for the Angels in this game. And now the batter will be Christian Moore, looking for a hit here. It could bring in a couple.
That missed going out by a foot.
Here's the pitch, and this is lifted high in the air. This ball not all that deep, though. Under making the catch will be Bolte. Shotwell will be able to tag, and he will score standing up. So a sac fly off the bat of Moore. The Angels get their first run in this ball game and snap the string of 20 straight innings without scoring. And now it's a 4-1 A's lead.
Well, good situational hitting right there. It's a changeup. That's one you can get in the air. Plenty deep enough to put the Angels on the board to cut into this lead.
On that play, Peraza remains at second. 2 outs now. Guzman, the batter, he flied out his first time up. And there's a pitch that misses high. Kurt Suzuki was talking about Guzman before the ball game, and he likes to call him Goozy.
There's all kinds of nicknames down there.
They float around. Just depends on who's saying them, but that was the manager that was saying that one, and he was saying how impressed he's been with Guzman's defense at third base, because it's a new spot really for him.
I'm right with him. It has been so impressive with that glove. And again, Neto's had a tough year at short this year, but if Neto cleans it up, that left side of the infield with Guzman now over there could be really good.
It seems like the Angels have been searching for a third baseman for too long of a time. They thought they had that whole thing settled a number of years ago when Anthony Rendon was signed, but that did not play out the way the Angels had hoped. And the last few years, the Angels have been trying to plug up that spot.
Yeah, Rendon was a very good defender, just never saw him on the field.
Here's the pitch, little check swing. That's fouled off over on the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Guzman.
Yeah, you brought up John Figgins might be the last really good defender at third base.
Yeah.
Troy Glass was pretty good at third base.
He was. And, of course, he was really productive with his bat. Gave you a power bat over there.
I think there's no doubt. I think Guzman has a ton of power. Just 22 years old.
Yeah. He could easily be a 20-plus home run guy if he continues to develop.
I totally agree.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2, and he hits this one pretty hard down the left side in the air, but that's going to land foul. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Springs is already up to 70 pitches in this game as he works here with 2 outs in this top of the 4th. Angels trail it 4-1.
Yeah, 103 is his high this season, and that was way back April 3rd.
This is going to be the 7th pitch in this matchup. Here it comes, and Guzman swings at this one. This ball is hit deep, and this ball is gone out into left field. He blasts it out. We were just talking about his power. And for Guzman, that's his first home run with the Angels this season. The tail of the tape, 433. And that is a 2-run shot. And now all of a sudden the Angels trail this game by a run, 4-3.
Yep. And this is 92 miles an hour right in the middle of the plate. What a nice swing Guzman puts on it. This is a no-doubter as soon as contact is made. Way back. That one 433 feet.
So the Angels are right back in the game, down by a run. And here's O'Hoppe, takes that one high. And we've talked about it since we got started tonight. Springs gives up home runs. That's the 20th he's allowed, the most by any pitcher in the AL. So the Angels finally connect. And there's a pitch that's low inside. Nice to see some runs on the board because it hadn't been happening for a few games.
And you felt like this was the guy that they were going to be able to get to finally. You're in the 4th.
2-0 is the count now on O'Hoppe, and the next pitch on him, he swings at that one and fouls it back. 2-1. Guzman, who just hit that homer, he had 2 of them last year in the 13 games he played for the Angels. And as soon as he hit that home run, Springs' reaction, he put both of his hands behind his head. He knew right away.
Yeah, when you give up 20, Terry, you pretty much know. That one was right in the middle of the plate and a really good swing. I always looked. There's a lot of guys that don't look.
Yeah.
I think that's why my neck hurts. Gave up over 300 in my career.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. That's why my neck a little tight every now and then. You know, definitely.
Yeah.
You make that mistake, and that guy puts a good swing on it.
3-2 pitch here. O'Hoppe waits out a walk. It was a 6-pitch at bat, as it turned out, and he is on for the second time tonight. He walked there, and he got a hit his first time up, which was leading off last inning. Looks like we're going to have a meeting at the mound.
Uncle Chip, where can I get a Santa hat? Wait a minute. I want a Santa hat too.
Well, hold on, little doggies. Let me tell you where you can get that Santa hat. Because Christmas is coming early to Angel Stadium. The first 25,000 fans on Friday, June 26th, take home a plaid Santa hat courtesy of Discount Tire and Service Centers. This is Chip Wagon Wheel saying, visit angels.com/promotion. Easy on Vixen.
Scott Emerson, the pitching coach, was out there having a word with Springs, and now the batter will be Meckler with 2 outs. Runner at first, the pitch. Angels left fielder takes that one for ball 1. Meckler struck out his first time up. That was last inning. He is the 7th batter here for the Angels in the 4th, which has turned out to be a 3-run inning. Angels down 4-3. And there's one hit sharply but foul over there on the first base side. Let's pause for station identification on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
AM 830 KLAA, Orange County, Los Angeles, and Inland Empire.
It's like Justin Sterner is up in their bullpen. Springs has thrown 31 pitches here in this fourth inning. And the next one will be his 80th in the game. Angels down by a run. Here's the pitch. That's outside, and it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 delivery. That one misses high. It's now 3-1. The Angels came into this game tonight 16 games under 500. The most the Angels have been under 500 this season, 17. And that's been 2 different occasions this year. Here's the 3-1, and that is ball 4, high and away. So that is the 3rd walk he's issued in this inning, and now back-to-back walks. And he is on some borrowed time right now.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Kotze, their manager, has been ejected.
And that's not good. Springs has kind of got his eyes looking over to that Angels or the A's dugout, I should say. That is never good. You're anticipating, and you're walking the bottom of the order.
So now a hit could tie it up. Siri is the batter. He flied out his first time up. 2 outs, 2 on, 3 in the inning. And there's a pitch there that's called a ball, and it's going to be challenged by the catcher Langoliers. Let's see how it goes. It'll stay a ball. So
the pitch was the ball.
Home plate umpire Dan Merzel was correct.
1 remaining challenge.
Call confirmed.
Siri this year has 3 home runs. 2 of the 3 have come against lefties.
Here's the pitch, and he's taking, and that pitch is on the outside part of the plate. That's a called strike. Siri ended up going 0 for 2 last night. He's 0 for 1 so far in this ball game. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that is a wave and a miss. So the count's now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he's on top right at the moment, 4-3 here in the top of the 4th. Angels were trailing 4-0 starting this inning. Angels put together something.
Next delivery, and this is lifted high in the air. This ball's carrying deep out into left center. You can kiss it goodbye. Out of here, home run. That is a 3-run shot, and now the Angels have scored 6 in this inning and lead it 6-4. Siri connects his 4th homer of the season.
Same reaction from the pitcher, Jeffrey Springs. Soon as he threw it, this is a changeup middle of the plate. Siri doesn't miss it. He throws his arms up over his head. And that will be the last pitch for Jeffrey Springs tonight.
So the A's had staked Springs to a 4-run lead, and things have caved in on him here in the 4th. Breaking the action, pitching change coming up. Angels are on top now, 6-4, still batting in the 4th when we get back on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Beach Boys celebrate 250 years of the USA. Live, the Beach Boys. June 28th at the Pechanga Summit. Get reserved seats now at pechanga.com. Celebrate 250 years with America's original, the Beach Boys. Saluting 60 years of Pet Sounds.
Try one-of-a-kind Pac-Man treats at the Pac-Man Chomp Stop located next to Level Up in the Right Field Pavilion. Pac-Man-themed desserts and drinks include caramel apples, Rice Krispies, Pac-Man cookies, and lemonade in a Pac-Man Cup. It's also the exclusive location for Pineapple Dole Soft Serve in Pac-Man branded helmet. Visit the Pac-Man Chomp Stop next to Level Up in the Right Field Pavilion today.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer, proud partner of the Los Angeles Angels. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Angel fans, join your Halos out at the Big A. For more info on upcoming games, including exciting matchups, giveaways, and more, visit angels.com/tickets.
New pitcher is Justin Sterner. He's a right-hander. And his first delivery on Zach Neto. That one misses for a ball. Gave him a sweeper at 82 miles per hour. Sterner has worked a lot this season. This is his 36th game, and here's one that's well hit off the bat of Neto, and that ball is out of here. Back-to-back home runs. The Angels have slugged 3 homers in this inning. Neto connects. That's his 16th of the year. That one goes 4-0-1. Angels add on and now lead it 7-4.
Boy, this reminds me of last year. The Angels offense just went to work. And all kinds of home runs last year at this ballpark. And this is, again, a slider in the middle of the plate. Neto all over it. 16th home run of the season, ties Trout.
So when it rains, it pours, and it's raining for the Angels with hits here in this inning. Here's one that's popped in the air on the third base side. The shortstop, Jacob Wilson, goes back and straddling the line in fair territory. He will make the catch on that one. Going after the first pitch there was Shotwell, and that's how the inning will end. The Angels end up sending 10 to the plate, and the Angels put in the fourth inning. The call to the bullpen presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Angels up 7-4 on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a patriotic hat. The first 25,000 fans on Friday, July 3rd against the Red Sox will receive a patriotic hat courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit angels.com/promotions for more.
You hear that? That's a sound of a new Mazda season in Orange County. Get 1.9% APR on the 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid, or drive the 2026 Mazda CX-5 now with 2.9% APR for 60 months. Visit Tustin Mazda and Huntington Beach Mazda today. Buy better, drive better. On approved credit through Mazda Financial Services. APR offers on select models. See dealer for details.
Try one-of-a-kind Pac-Man treats at the Pac-Man Chomp Stop located next to Level Up in the Right Field Pavilion. Pac-Man-themed desserts and drinks include caramel apples, Rice Krispies, Pac-Man cookies, and lemonade in a Pac-Man cup. It's also the exclusive location for Pineapple Dole Soft Serve in Pac-Man branded helmet. Visit the Pac-Man Chomp Stop next to Level Up in the Right Field Pavilion today.
What's up, Angels fans? Trent Rush here, host of the Under the Halo podcast. That's right, we're back for another season, and the Under the Halo podcast is a great way for you to get to know your favorite Angels on a deeper, more personal level, and we truly get to know who you're cheering for at the Big A. This year, we're having even more fun with brand new features, all part of our conversations. You can check out the Under the Halo podcast at angels.com/fans. That's the Under the Halo podcast at angels.com/fans.
We go now to the bottom of the fourth. Angels have a 7-4 lead. And the first batter up will be Henry Bolte, the center fielder, 8-hole hitter for the A's. First pitch from Soriano missed, and there's one that's a little bit low. Now the Angels with a 7-run inning. The Angels actually had one just a few weeks ago, a 7-run 9th inning, and that was in St. Pete in a game the Angels beat the Rays 14-3. So nice to see the bats wake up for the Angels in the top of this inning, top of the 4th. The count's 3-1. Next pitch, and that is in there. It's challenged by the hitter Bolte, but I think the call's going to be right by the home plate umpire.
I agree. Looks like it might catch the bottom side of the strike zone.
And it is a strike.
And that is the last challenge by the A's.
Athletics have lost the ability to challenge for the rest of regulation play.
So that'll make things a little easier for the home plate umpire, Dan Merzel. He already kicked out their manager, Mark Kotze, earlier in this game. And there's a ground ball through on a 3-2 pitch. It's going to roll on out to Joe Adell. And that is going to be a base hit. So a leadoff single. Bolte is on for the second straight time in this ball game. And the 9-hole hitter, Jeff McNeil, will be the next batter.
Yeah, and boy, Soriano's got to stamp a 0 on the board right now. And this is another mistake, a curveball that just floats into the strike zone, stays up.
Here's McNeil at the plate.
Your offense just picked you up. You have got to grind this out here.
Jeff McNeil, born in Santa Barbara, now lives in Napomo, which is a little bit north of Santa Barbara, the Central Coast. Here's the pitch, and he swings at that one and pops it high in the air into center, waiting for it to come down. Making the one-handed grab on that one is Sirius out there in center field tonight. That'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Soriano, 75 pitches here in the 4th. It's not going to be another deep game for Soriano. Last start just went 5, and that's when he got hit, second batter of the game.
So here's Geloff. He's had a walk and a ground out, swings at the first pitch and fouls that one off.
Jonathan Aranda hit that line drive right off the chest of Soriano, and he was able to grind out 5 shutout innings and threw 76 pitches in those 5 innings. And the Angels do have some action in the bullpen. Mitch Ferris is getting loose.
Here's the next pitch, and that's a little bit outside. Well, the last time that we saw Soriano on the mound for the Angels, and that was on Sunday, he only threw 76 pitches in that one. The game before, 88. One ball and no strikes to count. Here's the next pitch, and that's chopped foul over on the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Geloff asking for time, steps out of the batter's box. 1-2 is the count. After Geloff, Nick Kurtz waiting on deck. Angels up 7-4, bottom of the 4th. Soriano ready. Here's the next pitch. That one misses low. Once again, Geloff backing out of the batter's box. And here's the next delivery. That one a little bit inside. That one misses for a ball.
And Bolte at first base, I guaranteed he's going to be on the move here. He got picked off, tried to steal a bag on Soriano, and he was halfway, and finally Soriano stepped off and threw the ball to Peraza.
Here's the 3-2, and that one caught the outside corner and struck him out looking. Good job there by Soriano against a hitter who's really been hot the last several weeks. That strikeout for Soriano. He's had one in each of the first 4 innings, 4 now in the ball game, and with 2 outs, here's Kurtz, who's walked and struck out.
Yeah, this is another backdoor sinker, and a hitter gives up on it.
Here's the pitch, and the first one a little bit low. This bottom of the 4th inning, Angels up 7-4. Brought to you by JAE Electronics, technology to inspire innovation. There's the pitch, and that one chase and a miss. The Angels with a 7-run top of the inning, tying the biggest inning of work. The bottom of the 5th inning, Angels up by 6, 10-4. Langoliers the batter, and the first pitch was a strike, and this one here he's taking, and that's in there for a called strike. So the count jumps to no balls and 2 strikes.
Soriano at 88 pitches, and so this is going to be just a 5-inning start if he can get through this 5th inning.
Yeah, he would hate to not go 5 when he has a chance to pick up his 9th win of the year. There's a pitch that misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's set, and here's the next one. And he misses with that one. It's low and outside, a slider. 2-2. Two-two pitch. Swinging and fouling that one off. Backing out of play is Langoliers. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Logan O'Hoppe had the target up and in. That would have been a really good spot, and he just yanks it to the bottom of the strike zone, right down the middle.
Here's the next pitch, and this is bounced on the right side of the mound. It's fielded by Soriano, and he'll just solo to the bag, and that'll be an easy out. He did not toss it over to Shonowell. All of his momentum was taking him right towards the first base bag.
Yeah. Once you're that close to the bag, there's no reason to throw it. Just keep running and tag the bag yourself. Now, what a change. This game has just flipped.
Yeah, it's been the tale of 2 games already, and we're only halfway through 1 game.
Yeah.
The Angels were down 4-0, and now have scored 10 unanswered runs. Here's the pitch. That's a knuckle curve that misses low and in on Soderstrom. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, last inning, Soriano gives up the leadoff hit. You have to stamp that 0 on the board after your offense really picks you up, and he did.
There's a pitch right there that is in there that evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the next one, and that is low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks like a old familiar face is warming up in the A's bullpen right now, and that is Jose Soriano, the former Angel. He was with the Angels from 2019 into the 2024 season.
Yeah, Jose Suarez, he's been bouncing around.
There's the pitch on its way. That's outside on a 3-1, and Soriano ends up walking Soderstrom here on 5 pitches, something he did not want to do with this 6-run lead. Yep. And his pitch is mounting.
Yep, Mitch Ferris back up throwing. And Soriano, if he wants to get this W, he's going to have to try to figure out how to get out of this inning.
Batter now taking the pitch for a strike is Jacob Wilson.
It won't take much for Kurt Suzuki, I think, to go get Soriano if he sees anything start to falter out there.
Here's the pitch, and he got him to chase a pitch. It would have been a ball. That was a slider. It was out of the zone. 0-2 is the count. Soriano has walked 4 in this ball game.
Most pitches he's thrown this season, 108. And that was 3 starts ago against Colorado, where he went 4 2/3.
His next one here, as he matches up with the count 0-2 on Wilson, this will be pitch number 100. There it comes, and it's grounded foul over on the first base side.
Join us for Kids Run the Bases on select Sunday home games through August 30th, plus other fun activities by the Gate 4 Courtyard, presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink. Visit angels.com/promotions.
We're in the bottom of the 5th. Angels up 10-4. And Sacramento, here's the 0-2. And did he go after that one? He tried to check, and they say he did. Wilson is a strikeout victim. That's out number 2. Soriano gets strikeout number 6. Batter now will be Cortez, who's 0 for 2 with a run batted in.
Yeah, that was a good sinker there. Get it ahead in the count 0-2, and he just buries his sinker down and in.
Here's the pitch on Cortez, and it's a chase and a miss for strike 1.
Soriano tonight has topped out at 99 miles an hour.
Here's the delivery, and that's outside. That was a sinker that misses for a ball. One ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the next one, and this is lifted high in the air down the right side, and that one is going to be foul.
Got away with one there.
He
That was a hanging curveball.
So with 2 outs and the runner at first, the count's 1-2. Next pitch will be number 105 for Soriano.
Yeah, if I was Logan Hoppe, I would have ran out there immediately and said, hey, let's go. Get through this inning and really pump up Soriano.
Next pitch, this is tapped out in front of the plate. Hoppe has it. His throw is going to be in time. Gets it to Shonowell. And the inning will end on a 2-3. They leave a runner on, and we have completed 5 innings in this ball game. We'll hit to the 6th. Angels lead by 6, 10-4 on Angels Radio. Also available on the Angels Radio app.
Hey, Angels fans. Looking for 100% MLB verified tickets? Then call off the search and head to StubHub. StubHub has been the leading ticket marketplace for buying and selling tickets for over 20 years. StubHub will get you where you want to be. Always stress-free, always guaranteed. StubHub, an official partner of the Los Angeles Angels.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Everyone has a horizon, the line you can't see past. Before it, the familiar. Beyond it, the unknown. Enter the Lexus GX. It's designed to be capable. It's designed to be luxurious. But most of all, it's designed to get you past your horizon. And the nice thing about horizons is that once they're crossed, there's always another, patiently waiting its turn. Live up to it. The Lexus GX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Get your group tickets today and experience the excitement of 2026 Angels baseball with your group of 20 or more. Tickets start at just $7 per seat when you visit angels.com/groups. Call 714-4ANGELS or visit angels.com today.
New pitcher in the ball game is the former Angel Jose Soriano. He's now 28 years old, Venezuelan, who now lives in Florida. And here's the pitch, and that is a chase and a miss. Jose Suarez on the mound. And he was always a little bit on the stocky side when he was with the Angels, and he hasn't lost any weight since he left the Angels.
No.
Kind of a portly left-hander these days. He's ready. Here's the pitch, and that one is a little bit low and outside. Mentioned Suarez from Venezuela, now lives in St. Cloud, Florida, which is not too far from Orlando, more around the center of the state of Florida. It's not on the water by any stretch. It's inland. 1-2 is the count. Zach Neto is the batter, and here's the next pitch. That one misses high and away. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Suarez is pitching for his 3rd team in the big leagues this season. He's also spent time with Atlanta. He was with them. That was the first major league club he pitched for this year, and then he was claimed by Seattle and then picked up by the A's.
Yeah, 15th game with the A's.
And here's the next pitch, and that is a chase and a miss. A slider there is going to be out number 1 here in the Angels' 6th inning. So Neto goes down. It's the second time he has struck out. And Shotwell will be the next batter.
We actually saw Suarez earlier this year with Atlanta.
Yeah.
He went 2 shutout innings.
So here's Shotwell, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. And the pitch, that's right in there for a called strike. Suarez has made 1 start this season. This is his 24th appearance overall. The start he had was earlier this year with Atlanta. And coming into the game, his ERA high, 5.54. Here's the next pitch, and that misses outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 6th inning. Angels have 10 runs on 8 hits. The A's have 4 runs on 6 hits.
He's been a little bit better with the A's. 1-1 record. ERA 4.74 with the A's.
There's one that's fouled back behind the plate. Suarez taking over for Sterner. Spring started the game for them. We're thinking that the Angels starter, Jose Soriano's night is over, and the pitch. Shotwell lifts it high in the air and hits it well out into right field. It's out by the wall, and that ball is gone. That is a home run for Shotwell. And boy, the Angels are hitting some home runs tonight. That is the 5th one in this ball game for the Angels, and Shotwell hits his 5th of the season.
Boy, and the ball carries. This is a changeup, and he's fooled a little bit on that front foot, but able to keep his hands back and just flick it. And it has been a minute for Shotwell since his last home run. His last home run came May 21st.
So nearly a month ago. This is his first one here in June. And here is Joe Adell batting, and the pitch on him, that one is outside. We were going to the fourth inning of this game, and the Angels had not scored a run in 20 consecutive innings, and now 11 have been put on the board here over the last 2+ innings.
Yeah, you hope this jump starts this offense back up again. And we talked about it. They have their 3 horses lined up for the final 3 games of this series with Soriano tonight, who wasn't great in this game tonight. He was able to get through 5 innings. Offense really picked him up. You got Urania tomorrow, Walbert Urania tomorrow, and then Reed Detmers on Sunday. So Angels would love to try to win this series.
Here's the next pitch, and that is right in there for a called strike.
I mentioned it last night. The Angels do have a winning record in the AL West. The Angels are 10-8 in the division. The A's are 13-11 in the division.
Angels coming into tonight just 1-4 against the A's this year, so trying to turn the table on them. Adele just went after one and fouls that pitch back behind the plate.
Yeah, winning records against everybody else in the division. Only played Seattle 3 times. The Rangers 3 times. They swept the Rangers and played the Astros a couple of times. They were 4-3 against the Astros.
There's a pitch there. Checking on it is Adele. Appeal down to the first base umpire, Dan Bellino. He says that Adele held up. It's a full count on him, 3-2.
Yeah, the Angels are going to have a tough guy tomorrow on the mound for the A's. J.T. Ginn, who almost threw a no-hitter against the Angels.
That's right, yeah. Here's the pitch on its way. Adele swings at this one and skies it foul. First base side, playable in foul territory, and making the catch on that one is Nick Kurtz. That's the second out here in the Angels' 6th inning with the Halos up by 7. Batter will be Peraza. He's had a 2-hit night. This top of the 6th, it's being presented by Coca-Cola. Look at the Angels lineup tonight, and just 2 hitters right now without hits in this ball game. One is Christian Moore, the other is Joe Adele. There's a pitch that's taken by Peraza for ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes.
And in that start, J.T. Ginn took a no-hitter into the 9th inning. Adam Frazier got the hit, and then Zach Neto homered, walked him off. He ended up losing that game 2-1.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. This is bounced on the left side. Wilson, the shortstop, has it. The throw just in time to get Peraza, who was really hustling up that first base side. The inning ends on a 6-3 ground out. Angels get another homer as Shonowell connects in this ball game. Angels have had 5 different players homer, and the Angels with the as we head to the bottom of the 6th on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Celebrate every win with Don Julio Reposado, our authentic barrel-aged tequila with smoky notes and a rich, smooth finish. Made it with love from Mexico to Southern California. Salud.
Angels fans, bring home a piece of the game when you visit Angel Stadium. Stop by the Legends Memorabilia Collection Gallery on the field-level concourse near Section 112 and shop exclusive Angels game-used items and autographed memorabilia. To learn more about the Angels Game Use Program and browse available items, visit angels.com/authentics. You can also visit shoplegends.com for memorabilia from your favorite players.
In baseball, there are plenty of things you can count on. A sea of foam fingers, kids lining up for autographs, catching the wave as it makes its way around the stands. In healthcare, there are things you can rely on just the same, like counting on United Healthcare for reliable Medicare coverage with low out-of-pocket costs. With United Healthcare, you'll find a wide range of Medicare plans to choose from to fit your budget, your needs, and your life. Learn more at uhc.com.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered.
They trail the Angels by 4 runs. Payoff pitch. He walked him. It was outside, and after that, Silseth slapped his hip with his glove. Then he went to the rosin bag. He picked that up, and he smashed that down to the mound.
Yeah. Don't like the leadoff walks. Angels again up 11-7. And that's not what you want to see here with the bottom of the order.
It's like the 7th walk the Angels have allowed tonight. And here is Bolte, and he fouls it off. And this is a ballpark that plays small.
Yep.
You can bunch runs together. Angels certainly demonstrated that in the 4th inning with 7 in the inning. Butler has good speed. He's the runner over there. He had 22 steals a year ago, and Butler was actually a 2020 guy last year for the A's. Pitch was in there on Bolte, and Silseth has bounced back, and he's gotten on top of him. No balls, 2 strikes. Pick-off toss. Butler dives back to the bag. Crowd tonight in West Sacramento of 9,600 plus. And here's the pitch, and that's a little bit inside. Capacity at this ballpark is a little over 13,000. Angels have Sam Bachman up in the bullpen now. Here's the next pitch, and this is hit in the air. This ball's hit pretty well out into left center, but running it down will be Siri, just a couple feet from the rim of the track. So that is a long out. Bolte retired. That's the first time the Angels have retired him tonight. He has a couple walks and a single, 1 away. And now it'll be Muncy batting.
Yep, and that one got away with that split, staying up. And talk about pitches where you make a mistake. That split, when it stays up, it just tumbles into the strike zone. And with Sam Bachman getting up, I figure the Angels need to get Sam Bachman in this game.
Here's the next delivery, and this is hit well in the dead center, and this is gone. First ball swinging there was Muncy, and that is a 2-run homer, and now the Angels' lead is down to 2 runs. It's 11-9 Halos, and there was nothing cheap about that one to dead center field. That was a blast off the bat of Muncy.
Hey, got away with that split to Bolte, and this is a slider, and it just flat coming right through the zone. And Muncy puts a nice, short, compact swing on it. Now you have the top of the order. This is where the thunder is for the A's.
That home run, 426, and it was 102 miles per hour off the bat of Muncy, who came in a couple of innings ago as a pinch hitter and has stayed in the ball game, taking over at third base. Geloff is the batter. He got a broken bat single to extend his hitting streak to 23 games in a row. Got that his last time up in the 6th inning. Takes this pitch here in the bottom of the 8th for a called strike. It's 1-1.
8 home runs in this game tonight. 5 by the Halos, 3 by the A's.
And here's the pitch. This is lifted in the air, not very deep at all to center. Coming in is Siri, and he will make the catch on that one. Geloff is retired. That's the second out here in the bottom of the 8th, and Nick Kurtz will be the next batter. Kurtz tonight has been quiet. Walk and 3 strikeouts.
That home run that Chase Silseth gave up to Muncy, just the 3rd home run he's allowed this year.
Here's the pitch, and that is on the outside part of the plate. First pitch sinker this bottom of the 8th inning. Angels lead it 11-9. There have been 20 runs in this ball game, 20 hits between the two teams as well. Bottom of the 8th, presented by Farmers and Merchants Bank. And that pitch there, strike on Kurtz, and the count goes to 0-2 on him.
Yeah, that's the spot right there. If you can get it there up and in. Kurtz has some issues with that. Most hitters do.
Got him to chase that one. It was a fastball. Here's the 0-2 delivery. That's low. Good block on it by Hoppy. No one on base, though. A's have scored in 5 different innings in this game. Angels have only scored in 3 innings tonight, but have a 2-run lead in the 8th. Here's the pitch. That's low and away. 2-2 the count.
Let's see if he goes. Last 2 pitches, both splits, nowhere close to the strike zone. See if he goes back that fastball up and in. Yeah.
Here's the 2-2. Swings at that one, fouls it off. This has been a strange game of sorts. The A's scored the first 4 runs. The Angels scored the next 11. And now the A's have scored the next 5. So there have been some spurts by both teams in this game. Here's the 2-2. And that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Worked him inside right there with that fastball. And Kurtz is a strikeout victim for the 4th time tonight. But a pair of runs in the bottom of the 8th for the A's. They got him on the only hit in the inning. And we will head to the 9th. Angels holding on to an 11-9 lead. Headed to the 9th on Angels Radio. Also available on the Angels Radio app.
Tune in to watch your Angels all season long. If you have a cable or satellite TV package, head over to ABTV, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Found on the exact same channel you watched your Angels all of last season. And if you want to stream your Halos at home or on the go without a cable or satellite package, you can sign up for Angels.tv. For all the info you need on how to watch the Angels all season long, visit angels.com/watch for details.
Leader, planner, champion of good times. Everyone knows it's what you do. That's why Toyota RAV4, Highlander, Grand Highlander, and Sienna are built for you. The masters of morning rush and midnight check-ins. It's your happy place. Because Toyota knows people are the destination. And life's grand when it's shared. For all the ways you make unforgettable happen, we got you. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Your paint should be a grand slam like the pros. Vista Paint creates lasting color and quality you can count on. Vista Paint, your local team. As a trusted distributor of PPG paints, Vista Paint delivers proven performance backed by local expertise.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
And the A's will use their 5th pitcher tonight. Elvis Alvarado will take over. He's a right-hander. Joe Adell's the batter, and the first pitch, that one's right in there for a called strike. Alvarado has struggled this season for the A's. Earned run average is 5.63. And here's the pitch. This is bounced on the left side. It's stopped by Muncy, the third baseman. His throw in plenty of time. And that will be the first out. So Adell is retired, and Joe Adell 0 for 4 tonight. He's now in a 0 for 16 slide. And here's Peraza, who's had a 2-hit night. As Alvarado works in this ball game. This is his 16th appearance, 2 wins, 1 loss. 5.63 ERA. He's had a couple of saves for them. Opponents are hitting just .220 against them. Meantime, the Angels have action in the Halo bullpen. Sam Bachman, it appears he will be coming in to work the bottom of the 9th. And unless the Angels get a few more runs here, it would be a save situation for Bachman, who has not had a save this year. Hasn't had many save opportunities. He's just 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that went on Peraza. That pitch that misses ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Sam Bachman with 1 career save.
Yeah.
That came back in the 2023 season.
Here's the pitch on its way. This is grounded sharply. A fair ball. It skips off the glove of the first baseman, Kurtz. It rolls into right field. Butler will get it out there in right field and fire it back to the infield. 3-hit night for Peraza. He's on with a 1-out single. Christian Moore will be the next batter, and he's gone hitless, so he's got a chance to get his first hit of the night.
Yeah, really nice job by Lawrence Butler. I thought when this left the bat, this was going to be a double, but Butler got to it quickly and got it in. Peraza made that big turn, had to head back.
Moore's 0 for 3 with a sac fly. And the first pitch, that's ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The Angels are batting here in the top of the 9th, leading 11-9. The top of the 9th inning. It's being presented by Bullet Frontier Whiskey. Here's the next pitch. Runner goes, and that's cut on and fouled back behind the plate, out of play off the bat of Christian Moore.
Peraza, 9 stolen bases in 10 attempts. He had a big jump.
He was on the move on that last pitch, but a foul ball.
And we talked about Shea Langoliers, one of the best at throwing runners out behind home plate.
Here's the 1-1, and that's a chase and a miss. Moore had 3 strikeouts last night. Although he did get a hit, he's had 3 more strikeouts tonight. No hits, but he has the sac fly. He's down 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a pickoff toss. Diving back to the bag goes Peraza. Don't forget to join us after the ball game for Angels Recap, a recap of the scoring, some of the play-by-play highlights. We'll fill you in on what's happening around the majors on this Friday. Go down on the farm, and Mark Langston will have expert post-game analysis. There goes Peraza. Pitch is missed for the strikeout. Throw to second, and he's called out. And if that one holds up, that's going to end the inning. So let's see if the Angels challenge this or not. And I think the Angels are going to challenge it.
Yep. Looks like Peraza might get that left hand in there before that tag applied.
Los Angeles is challenging the out call at second base. The previous play is under review.
All right, so Moore out on the strikeout. And now we'll see if it ends up being a strikeout double play or a stolen base for Peraza.
This challenge is presented by Easton & Easton.
Mark Rippiger was on that call, the second base umpire. And he will be the home plate umpire Sunday in the final game of this series. And last year, Rippiger, in one of his games calling balls and strikes, had a perfect game. Every single pitch he called correctly.
Well, this is a really nice pick by Zach Geloff, the second baseman. This was a short hop that he catches it, tags that left elbow, is the hand on the base before that. And the call on the field was out. So when it takes a long time, that's never favorable.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and again, the call on the field was out.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's enough evidence that we've seen, the replays we've seen, to change the call on the field.
His oven mitt is on the base before, but it's in the air. And
so this one's taking a little time. And again, if the call on the field, which was out, is upheld, turns out to be the correct call, the inning will be over. Now we're going to get the announcement.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. The runner is out. Los Angeles will lose its challenge.
So you heard from the umpire right there. The call on the field was correct, and the inning is over. We'll head to the bottom of the ninth. Bachman season 11-9. Angels have the lead. Headed to the bottom of the ninth on Angels Radio. Also available on the Angels Radio app.
Attention pro contractors and builders. Whether you're on site or in the office keeping track of orders and billing, your focus should be on doing your job well, not wasting time with guesswork or the stress of managing your business. Meet MyFBM, your time-saving digital tool from your partners at Foundation Building Materials. It's your go-to, placing and managing orders, tracking deliveries, and controlling job spend all in one place. Guest checkout's now available, making it even easier to buy your building materials online. It's time to change the way you do business. Visit myfbm.com and start supplying your next project today. myfbm.com.
Angels fans, the Hyatt Vacation Club invites you to enjoy a 4-day, 3-night resort getaway, starting from just $149. Choose from 6 beautiful locations, from the mountains of Breckenridge, Colorado, to the beautiful beaches of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. See what Hyatt Vacation Club has to offer. Conditions and participation requirements apply. Call 866-440-8783 to learn more.
Hey, Angels fans! Looking for 100% MLB verified tickets? Then call off the search and head to StubHub. StubHub has been the leading ticket marketplace for buying and selling tickets for over 20 years. StubHub will get you where you want to be. Always stress-free, always guaranteed stress-free, always guaranteed. StubHub, an official partner of the Los Angeles Angels.
Sunny afternoons and baseball, that's a perfect match, just like Kettle One and cocktails. Kick back, soak up the action, and sip on an ice-cold Kettle One vodka cocktail. Kettle One, made to cocktail, and proud partner of Angels Baseball.
First batter up, starting things off here in the bottom of the ninth. Swinging at the first pitch is Shea Langoliers, and he lifts a fly ball to center that Jose Siri camps under and makes the grab on it. And 1 pitch, 1 out to start things off here in the bottom of the ninth. So Soderstrom will be the next hitter, and the Angels haven't retired him tonight. 2 singles and 2 walks and 2 runs scored. But already 1 out as we get things going in the bottom of the ninth. Bachman is set. Here's his pitch, and that one misses inside for a ball. It's 11-9 Angels here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Yeah, last time Sam Bachman pitched was the 14th of this month, and that was a struggle inning for him.
That was 5 days ago.
Yep, ended up taking the loss, and he had not pitched for 4 days prior to that, so not getting a ton of work.
Yeah, just the second appearance for him in 9 days, and there's a shot in the left center field that's going to drop in and get bobbled a little bit by Siri trying to cut it off as he has to pick up the ball on the warning track, and that is going to be a double for Soderstrom. I believe they'll give him credit for a 2-base hit. And he is on, and now the tying run will be coming to the plate in Jacob Wilson.
Yeah, boy. This has just been one of those games where it's not over until that final out.
So here is Wilson. He's driven in 3 runs tonight. He has a 2-run homer, also an RBI double, and he takes that one for ball 1. It's 1 ball, no strikes. This is not a role that Bachman is accustomed to.
Yep. He definitely has earned the opportunity to close out games. And first crack at it did not go well.
Here's the pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike. That was a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Angels tonight are playing game number 77 of the year. The Angels have 7 saves all season.
Yeah, that's dead last in the majors.
Here's the 1-1, and that's fouled back behind the plate.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a 4th of July weekend fireworks show, July 3rd through Sunday, July 5th, driven by your SoCal Hyundai dealers. Visit angels.com/promotions.
A's have hit 3 homers tonight. The Angels have 5. There's Wilson swinging at the ball. It's hit on the left side. Neto has it, and he will throw him out. So the A's are down to their final out on that play. Moving over to third base is Soderstrom. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 9th. And the batter is going to be a pinch hitter, it looks like. Jonah Heim is going to bat. This would have been Colby Thomas's spot. But Heim is going to pinch hit.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked that Mike Maddox doesn't go out right there and just give the detailed scouting report exactly what they want to do with Jonah Heim.
Heim was in their lineup last night. He went 1 for 4. He's a switch hitter. He will bat from the left side, and he's been swinging a pretty good bat for them. He's had hits in 6 of his last 7 games. He's hit really well here in the month of June, just a little over 400 this month. First pitch of ball, the count's 1-0.
Yeah, first pitch fastball at 99.
And there's a chase and a miss. That was a sinker at 99, so the count's level. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Our Angels replay, presented all season long by Coca-Cola, refreshment for the Halos. And right now, the way it stands, that big 7-run 4th inning for the Angels. Angels getting a lot of 2-out runs in that inning. Here's the next pitch, and that's at 100 miles per hour. That sinker, but it missed inside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and this ball's lifted high in the air. It's well hit down the right field side, and that ball is gone. Wow. Heim comes off the bench and hits a 2-run pinch hit homer to tie the game at 11.
Wow. Unreal. Angels had a 11-4 lead towards the middle of the plate. Started on that inside part, and it just leaks back. And Jonah Heim pinch hit 2-run blast to tie this game.
His 6th homer of the season. And now the Angels just hoping this game can get to extra innings. First pitch of ball on Butler. He's homered tonight. Here's the pitch. And that is a pitch that's called a ball, and it's being challenged by Ohapi. And Ohapi might win this challenge. Let's see. It's going to be a strike, and Ohapi wins the challenge.
The pitch was a strike. The count is 1-1. Los Angeles has 1 remaining challenge.
11-11 here in the bottom of the 9th. And here's the pitch. That's a chase and a miss. 1-2.
Well, the last 3 outs are the hardest to get. And the reason is you have their full attention. They know this is it. And the at-bats change for the teams that you're facing. They are grinding it out. Certainly, they climbed right back into it. Made it a 2-run game.
Every Angel pitcher tonight, 4 have been used, giving up a home run. Here's the 2-2. That's outside, and now it's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's been unfortunate, but the Angels have gone down this road too many times this season.
Yeah, and I was clamoring for Bachman to get the closing job, and it just has not worked out.
And here's Butler swinging and hitting a ball deep down the right side, but foul. And that clearly had home run distance, but he fouled it off. Bachman got the first batter in the inning, then gave up a double, then got the third batter for the second out in the inning, and then the pinch hit 2-run homer by Heim, and there's one fouled off by Butler out of play left side. It's a 3-2 count. Next pitch will be the 20th here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Angels have just not been able to find a closer this season.
No.
Here's the pitch, and that one's lifted high in the air down the right side, and that's just foul. That had home run distance as well.
This is a slider. He's got to stop with the sliders. They're just going right into the barrel of Butler. And this is, it goes back to Lee Smith. You're going to get beat. You got to get beat away.
Butler's fouled off third in a row. This is the 9th pitch of this matchup. Here it comes, and he grounds it, but right to second. It's fielded by Peraza. He will throw to first, and the inning is over. But late inning damage, including a game-tying homer. 9th, the A's scoring in each of the last 4 innings of this ball game. It's tied at 11 as we go to the 10th inning on Angels Radio, also available free on the Angels Radio app.
When it's game day and your team is on, there's only one place to watch. OG's Sports Brewhouse Pizza. With wall-to-wall TVs, non-stop game day energy, and 12 beers on tap crafted exclusively for OG's, you won't miss a pitch. Add in great pizza, unbeatable happy hours, and specials that keep fans coming back, and you've got the ultimate home plate advantage. Catch every inning, every hit, and every win at OG's Sports Brewhouse Pizza. OG's, where Angels fans watch all the games.
Right now, there's a real demand for experienced brick and block layers. You can earn up to $55.10 an hour, plus full family health care, dental, vision, a pension, and annual pay increases. This isn't just a job, it's a future. Work on high-profile projects like OC Vibe, sports stadiums, and schools you'll be proud to say you built. Join the International Union of Bricklayers and Allied Craftsmen Local 4. Call 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org. Become a part of the best hands in the business.
There was a time when electricity stirred emotion, when street lamps gave way to incandescent bulbs, and the flicker of a projector made us forget about old grainy photos. Electricity was once a luxury. When done right, it still is. The all-electric Lexus RZ. The all-electric Lexus RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Join your Angels during select games throughout the season for our Heritage-themed ticket packages. Each ticket package purchased through Angels.com/heritage includes a customized jersey along with a ticket to the game. Fans must purchase through Angels.com/heritage to receive their special jersey.
We go to the 10th inning. Christian Moore will be the runner placed at second base. The batter is Denzer Guzman, and Alvarado came in last inning, gave up a hit, also struck out a batter. He will be pitching for his second inning here in this ball game. 11-11 in the 10th. Here's the pitch. This is chopped foul over on the left side. Well, the Angels this season in extra inning games, not good. 3-6. And as far as the A's this year in extra innings, they are 5-3. Here's the pitch, and that is inside. The Angels just have had all sorts of trouble all season winning close games. 29 games the Angels have played going into this one that have been decided by 2 runs or less, and the Angels have won 9 of those 29 games. Here's the delivery. And this is hit high in the air, and it's hit well but playable in center, right near the rim of the track. Making the catch is Bolte, and tagging and diving into third base, advancing on that fly out to third will be the runner Christian Moore. So that's a productive out. It gets the go-ahead runner over to third base, 1 away. And O'Hoppe, who's had a big night for the Angels, will be the next batter.
Yeah, well, Hoppy had a 3-run home run in the 5th.
He's hitting .245 now this season, and his batting average when the month began was .207, and here he bounces the ball to third. They're going to throw to the plate, and applying the tag on that one is going to be Langoliers, and out is Moore. And
the Angels are going to take a peek at this. Yep, no, he did not have the lane closed. It's the first thing you look. Did he shut down the lane before Moore got there? And he did not.
So that fielder's choice will go third baseman to catcher. And Moore was out rather easily. So now the Angels have 2 outs and a runner at first on that fielder's choice. The play at the plate going 5-2. And the batter is going to be Meckler. They just had a brief meeting at the mound. Meckler tonight has a double and a walk. He's officially 1 for 3. And it looks like the Angels have Donovan Walton as a pinch runner here for Hoppy. Not sure what that's all about. Obviously, he's a little faster runner.
And he just burned 2 guys, though.
Yeah, there's the pitch. And that is a pitch that's in there for a called strike.
If you got to second base, maybe that makes sense, but not at first.
0-1 to count on Meckler. Here's the next delivery, and that's way inside. That was a fastball right there, 100 miles per hour. That had a little something extra on it.
Yeah, Alvarado throws hard.
With Hoppy being lifted, Tyler Heineman, who the Angels just acquired a couple days ago from Toronto, he will be coming in to be the new catcher, and he's also celebrating a birthday today. The newcomer turned 35 years old. We're tied at 11. 2 outs here in the 10th. Here's the next pitch. Meckler swings at it and fouls it back. When the A's step up in the bottom of the 10th, they will have the bottom part of the batting order coming up. Bolte and Muncy. And then Geloff, the leadoff man. Here's the pitch. And that one misses high, 2-2. Meantime, the Angels have action in the bullpen. Kirby Yates is the pitcher who's warming up. So it would appear he will be coming in to work the bottom of the 10th inning.
Yeah, never favorable for the visiting team not to push across that run.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's the 2-2, and that's outside, and the count's full. And we've seen it a lot. You see teams in these extra innings score without even getting a hit.
Yep.
When you start the inning off with a runner placed in second, it's pretty easy to do.
It's meant to end games quickly.
Yeah, and it has worked. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Meckler went after that fastball. It was elevated at 100, and he strikes out, and the inning is over. Off the scoreboard, all 3 Angel batters who batted in the 10th inning were retired. We will head now to the bottom of the 10th, tied at 11 in Sacramento on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer, proud partner of the Los Angeles Angels. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
On your way to Angel Stadium? Come hungry, Halos fans, because nothing says a ball game like Tostitos branded nachos served throughout Angel Stadium and at all Classic Hits locations. And for those classic ballpark snacks, grab your Cracker Jacks or your favorite single-serve Cracker Jacks or your favorite single-serve chips like Doritos, Cheetos, Fritos, Lay's, and Sun Chips. From first pitch to final bites, Frito-Lay snacks fuel your game day cravings. So get in, get loud, and get your game day favorites at Angel Stadium.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with a patriotic hat. The first 25,000 fans on Friday, July 3rd against the Red Sox will receive a patriotic hat courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit angels.com/promotions.
Yates, the runner placed at second, is Lawrence Butler, and the batter for the A's, their 8-hole hitter, is having a nice series, and he's been on base 3 of the 4 times he's batted tonight. Their center fielder, the young rookie, 22 years old, Henry Bolte, is the batter.
And Angels definitely expect the bunt here. Shonwell already in at first base. Guzman's got to hold his ground. He's in on the cut of the grass. That bunt comes down to the third base line. You just got to get your out at first.
Yates' 16th appearance with the Angels this season, and the first one misses low. No sign of a bunt on the first pitch. Yates is 0-2, 4.05 ERA. He's had 1 save, 2 blown saves. He immediately is the pitcher of record now in this game for the Angels. He's the 5th pitcher of the night. Here's the next pitch, and that one misses, a splitter ball 2.
No sign of a bunt there either. A's have 12 sacrifice bunts this year, tied for 7th in the majors.
Everyone is ready. The 2-0 pitch inside. He misses, and now it's a 3-0 count.
Yep, not the worst thing if you end up walking him. Although he is a speedy guy, his run doesn't mean anything, but it'll be a little more difficult to turn a double play.
Bolte has not had a sac bunt for them this season. And here's the 3-0, and he takes that one for a strike. He thought it was ball 4.
And you do get an extra challenge in extra innings, and he did not use it there.
I don't know if they were going to allow him to use it, because it certainly looked like he was tapping his helmet, but he did it too late. Here's the pitch, and he got tied up on that 3-1 pitch and went after it. That would have been ball 4, but it's a full count now on Bolte, 3-2. 11-11 in the bottom of the 10th, no outs. The runner placed at second base, potential winning run. Here's the payoff pitch. That's nowhere close. I mean, that was way outside and low, that splitter. And now they have runners on at first and second to get this inning going. That's the 3rd time Bolte has walked, 4th time on base. And the batter now will be Muncy, who came in. And he was a pinch hitter his first time up and hit into a double play. And then he batted for a 2nd time in this game in the bottom of the 8th inning and hit a 2-run homer to get them to within 2 runs. And Mike Maddox, the Angels pitching coach, is out to the mound as he meets with the entire Angels infield.
Yeah. I would expect a bunt here.
So the meeting wraps up. Muncy, who is going to be the batter, he has not had any sac bunts this year.
Yeah, this one screams for it again. Shonwell really in at first base. He's been even with the bag.
So ready is Yates. 11-11 in the bottom of the 10th. Yates wheels around, no pickoff toss, and Muncy never had squared around the bunt there.
That's what that's designed to do, is just to see if he tips off anything.
Yep, and he did not show bunt. Here's the pitch, and that one is a pitch that is taken, and both runners are on the move, and they execute a double steal.
Catcher has challenged.
And now there's going to be a challenge on the pitch, which was called a ball.
Yeah, it's not going to push back those runners.
The ball. Los Angeles has no remaining challenges for the 10th inning.
Stolen bases are presented by Don Julio Tequila.
So things were bleak, and now they appear to be bleaker.
Angels infield in.
1 ball, no strikes. Runners at second and third, no outs, a swing and a miss. And that's what Yates is going to need now, some swings and misses here.
Well, we saw the A's execute a play. Ground ball, Hoppy hit it to third base. They were able to get the out at the plate. See if the Angels can.
Next pitch, and this is a fly ball that's lifted into right center. Adell's going to make the catch, and the runner is not going to try and advance at third. Adell made the grab, got the ball back to the mound area where Shotwell caught that throw from the outfield. And even though Butler can run, they did not send him.
No, this is really shallow. There's just no way. That's your first out of the inning. You don't chance that right there, as shallow as that fly ball. Again, outfielders are already playing Little League distance.
Right,
I mean,
very
they are really shallow. Wherever they catch a ball, they have to be able to get it in the air to home plate. And so you start off at that distance, and then Joe Adell came in from there. There's no way you're going to challenge it. So the Angels dodge 1 bullet, but there's some more coming.
So here's Geloff, who's as hot as any hitter in baseball right now, and that pitch comes in, and that one there hits his helmet.
Hit him in the head.
Yeah.
And he popped up quickly, and they're going to check him out immediately.
Wow. So that's going to load the bases now. And he's trying to plead his case with his athletic trainer that he's okay. That was up and in on that right-handed batter and hit him right around the ear flap area. Yeah.
He's fortunate that he turns his head right at the last second.
Wow. That was 90 miles per hour direct hit on that left ear flap, and he's going to stay in the game. At least he goes to first.
Doesn't turn his head, hits him right in the face. And Kurt Suzuki going to go to the mound, and he's going to bring in the lefty, I think.
Sammy Natera was warming up, so that's going to be it for Yates. He will leave the ball game, and the Angels get back, bases loaded, and 1 out, tied at 11 here in the 10th on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
You always get more at Simpson.
The Chevy 4th of July savings event is on at Simpson Chevrolet in Irvine and in Garden Grove. Why wait? Start your summer now with special holiday low financing and payment programs on great selection of new 2026 Silverados. All in stock and all ready to drive home now. At family-owned Simpson Chevrolet, they're big enough to deal, small enough to care.
Let's get nutty with Hampton Farms. There's nothing like the roar of the crowd, the thrill of the play, and the satisfying crack of fresh in-shell peanuts. From the first pitch to the last inning, Hampton Farms peanuts keep your energy high and your taste buds happy. Check out our lineup: salted, Cajun hot nuts, unsalted, and MLB licensed bags. Find us in the concession stands or the produce section of your local grocery store. Get nutty and go Angels!
Southern California, when your pipes fail, we prevail. This is the Rooter Company, where excellence isn't an act, it's a habit. From leaks to full sewer replacements, we don't just fix pipes, we restore peace of mind. Trusted by homeowners, property managers, and businesses alike, our mission is simple. We serve you. We're not just plumbers, we're the Rooter family. Fast response, clean work, fair pricing, and same-day service. That's the fair pricing and same-day service. That's the Rooter Standard. Proud supporters of the community we serve. The Rooter Company. We serve you. Call 855-ROOTER-911 or schedule an appointment at therootercompany.com.
Stay up to date on all things Angels by following your Halos on social media. Visit angels.com/social for a list of the team's accounts and to enjoy exclusive content all season long.
Angels bring in the rookie left-hander Sammy Natera, just his 4th game of the season. And he faces Nick Kurtz here with the bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and he swings at that one and fouls it back. Hurt's a big run producer for them. He's been extremely quiet tonight. A walk his first time up. The next 4 times he's batted tonight, he has struck out.
.269 hitter against lefties.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's high and away. And the thing about Natera, he has to throw strikes here. A walk forces in the winning run. And Nick Hertz will walk. He's one of the top players in the majors in that department. He checks the swing there, and on the appeal, they say was holding. Boy, that was one right there. If the Angels had a challenge left, that probably would have been a strike.
Yeah, borderline.
Here's the 2-1 delivery. That's outside, and now another ball, and the game is over. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Fans are on their feet in West Sacramento. It could boil down to this pitch right here. It's a 3-1 count. Here it comes. He walked them. And that will end this ball game. It is a walk-off walk, and the Angels, who at one time tonight led this game 11-4, drop it 12-11 in 10 innings. That's all we have for you tonight. Angels Recap is coming up next on Angels Radio, also available on the Angels Radio app.
Everyone has a horizon, the line you can't see past. Before it, the familiar. Beyond it, the unknown. Enter the Lexus GX. It's designed to be capable. It's designed to be luxurious. But most of all, it's designed to get you past your horizon. And the nice thing about horizons is that once they're crossed, there's always another, patiently waiting its turn. Live up to it. The Lexus GX at your Lexus dealer.
Summer is hot, sticky, and buggy. But Modelo is cold, crisp, and smooth. When you're sweating through your shirt and the beach is mad crowded, the lime and salt flavors of a Modelo Chelada hit just right. When the weather's perfect but you're still at work, it's time to clock out and stock up on Modelo. Drink responsibly. Beer and flavored beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This season, the Angels step back into the classroom for the 18th year of the Adopt a School program, presented by OC Waste and Recycling. Angels players visited Gower Elementary, Carver Elementary, Villa Park Elementary, Adams Elementary, and Freiberger Elementary, bringing excitement to students and staff alike. Each school received a school-wide assembly, Angels game tickets, gifts from the team, and a $2,000 grant from the Angels Baseball Foundation to support school sustainability programs. Learn more about how you can step up to the plate for our planet at oclandfills.com.
College nights are back at the Big A for the 2026 season, featuring all new customized jerseys. Bring your group, family, friends, and fellow students, and visit angels.com/college to see when we're celebrating your school. Fans must purchase through angels.com/college to receive their special jersey